Hey, love. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We're going to give y'all some time to come in before we get started. Come on in the chat room. If y'all hear the sound of my voice, come on in the chat room. Say what's up to your girl. Hey, Miss Beverly.
Hey, Miss
Fresh
Beverly.
ain't dead.
Hey, Fresh. Thank you for coming through.
Yes, yes. Thank you guys for coming through. If y'all ain't followed him or check out his content, go to Fresh Ain't Dead YouTube channel. Check out his content. He is a great content creator. We shared his work over here before, but y'all got to go over there and to subscribe to him and see what he got going on over there. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. I'm coming over a little cold. That's why I kind of sound like this a little bit. And Miss Cynthia, what's been going on with you, love?
Well, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I had COVID with double pneumonia.
You guys hear that?
I
Please put
had,
some praying hands in the chat room for Cynthia.
thank you. I have to do emergency dialysis for a few weeks to a month because I'm not sure if everybody knows, but I did have a kidney transplant in 2013. So COVID kind of like messed my kidney up a little bit, but the dialysis will um, bring it back, to where it needs to be. So I won't have to be on there forever until I get another transplant. It's just going to be temporary. This too shall pass. But I was in
Amen.
2 weeks. It was scary at first, but I was always at peace. I knew I was going to be okay. I just being in there for 2 weeks, it was awful. And then my phone died. I couldn't get they wouldn't let my son bring my charger or bring me anything else up there. So it was like I was without anything in any way to get in touch with anybody. So I feel,
So we wasn't able to touch bases with Cynthia to
yeah,
know any of this that was going on with you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like not being able to communicate, especially when I know I'm committed to something like, the show and stuff. If something is going on, I like to be able to tell you. I don't like to leave you, like out in the air not knowing what's going on. But there was just no way for me to get in touch with you.
Right. And I prefer when you in that situation, you just focus on you and getting better.
Okay.
The show should be
Yeah.
the furthest thing from your mind. If you can reach out to us, that's fine. If not, that's fine as well. If we don't hear from you, then we know something is going on. You guys, if there's any, I'm gonna start posting more. My problem because we have a Facebook page. If you guys on Facebook, follow us on Queens Roundtable on Facebook, and I'll start letting trying to keep you guys updated a little bit more. If we're gonna be on, if we not, if you need to, send up some praying hands. I'll start posting a little bit more in there, letting you guys know what's going on. And you as well, Cynthia. Whenever we get some free time, we'll just go in there and post and kind of keep you guys updated. Because we hadn't been on in a couple of weeks, and there's so much to talk about and so much to cover. So it's kind of a good thing we haven't been on in a couple of weeks because we got a list of topics that we need to go through. You know, but the con of it is being the fact that we got to kind of go back in time for y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all like, okay, we didn't heard all the gossip, all the blogs, all of this and that when it comes to, these topics. They kind of old for us right now, but y'all ain't heard the Queen's commentary. Y'all ain't heard our commentary on it. So we going to give our commentary on it today. We going to talk a little bit about DMX passing away. Like I said, it's a little bit old news, but we haven't really been able to speak on it. We're going to talk about Lil Nas X, the video that he just dropped, not just dropped, but the video he dropped early this month. The Nike deal that he did with the limited shoes that he had. We're going to talk about a little bit of the trial that came out yesterday and the verdict of the trial. So we have a lot to cover, you guys. And I just want, y'all here for the ride. Come on, let's go. Shift gears with us. Be a part of it. Be active in the chat room. Drop us y'all opinions. We love when y'all are engaged.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we love
engage
it.
with
We love it.
us.
Yes. We love it. Hey, Miss Dee. And also, too, I want to tell y'all we got Dee coming on, but she's here, so I guess y'all know that now, right? And I also have another lady that we're going to either bring on today or next week, and we're going to kind of have her on to see. She'll be new to the show. We're going to see if she blends with everybody, kind of give her a chance to come up here with us. And because what we're trying to do is get a solid panelist of queens. Women who are mature, very strong, opinionated, but still who have an open mind. Who don't mind sharing their thoughts and opinions with the world, doing a research, covering topics, So my point is, y'all might be seeing some new faces and stuff, and y'all might be seeing some old faces that might be coming up to visit. Not old, but no, that wasn't the right way.
I was going to say, wait a minute, I'm not that old. Hold on.
I said, oh, what if Dee Dee take that the wrong way? I said, Lord, that was nice. I didn't mean old faces, but what can I say?
Former
help
faces.
me out.
Former faces.
Former. There you go. Past.
Thank you.
Past beautiful, upstanding guests.
You do a little bit too much. You ain't do all that talking about me, beautiful and upstanding. The hell, no.
That goes without saying, girl. We already know that about you. We already.
Jesus, won't he do it? Won't he do it? No, just.
Definitely a beautiful
Welcome back, Dee Dee. It is always good to have you.
And she will have you laughing.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
That's my girl. If it was a cookout, we would have ran out of chicken by the time you popped up. You know that, right? The chicken would have been gone by the time you showed up. You know that, right?
That's
you can't go to a black function late. The food gonna be gone by the time you get there.
I'm saying, keeping it real. It is what it is. I can't deny it. I can't.
Okay, y'all. So we wanted to start the show off. We wanted to give everybody time enough to get in, and we wanted to start the show off kind of like I said, giving a special tribute to DMX, the late great rap legend DMX.
I love him. I love his music. DMX. I love his voice.
Oh, that hurt me. Like I was literally hurt by it. It kind of brought me back to the Tupac days when Tupac passed away.
Yeah, he died when I was in the hospital.
Which one? Oh, DMX.
DMX.
Oh, right. Yeah. You were in the hospital. Right. Yeah. I tell you what, I was listening to his music all day that day, and all I kept thinking was, what a waste. Because you like people, but then you kind of forget, you just assume that they're gonna be there and they're out there and you like their music and everything. But then when you go back and you listen to all the different music he did, it really is just a big fat stinking waste as far as I'm concerned.
What you mean waste? Wait a minute now. What you mean waste? You gotta explain better than that. I'm a DMX capital F to the A to the N. So break that down.
No. I mean the waste of talent, the waste that he's not going to be able to contribute anymore. And I feel like he had a lot to contribute. I love his music. I liked him a lot, and I just wish that he could have gotten to a place where he could continue what he was doing all along. Because when you listen back to first of all, I forgot how much music he had. I forgot how many songs he had. It was a lot of songs. I completely forgot. And I was listening to
Riders Roll.
Yes, girl.
But you know what? DMX had music for our time and our generation.
Yeah.
His music is not for today.
No.
And if you notice, a lot of our the legends of our time and stuff, like they not really honored like today. And a lot of the generation today, they don't even know of them. They don't give them the respect that's due to them. A lot of these new young rappers coming out, they don't say, hey, let me put a DMX on my record or something like that. He's a legend. Like, let me have, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, not all. I can't speak for everybody, but
the OGs.
And yeah, and like you said, when it comes to that, it's like their music and stuff just die. They
Yeah,
legacy just die. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Remember back in the day when they used to give like a BT honor awards and they would like honor an artist or what, I forgot what they called it, but they would have a whole
They had the
show.
Queen of Soul. They had the Queen of Soul Awards where they would honor the female legends.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They had another one too on BT. I forgot what it was called, and it wasn't Queen of Soul. I know you're talking about. I remember when they did that too. But they did another one too, when they just honored different people. Like I remember one time they did that. And they honored New Edition. You know, just like the old groups and
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
I think that was called BET Honors. I
Honors,
think
yeah.
that's what that was called.
Duh, that's exactly what it was called.
Yeah.
Y'all know I get
Yeah.
it all sometimes. I did say that though, didn't I?
You did.
It was called
Yeah.
BET Honors, you know, and they used to do that. And now it's kind of like, you know, you got people now like this other person we're gonna talk about in a minute. You got these crazies coming for, and now they are the face of hip hop or of, you know what I'm saying, of this generation. It's kind of like, wait a minute.
Right.
I'm
Where
glad my son
did
is not like
music
that.
go? Where did it go?
I make
gotta
sure
tell
I
y'all
expose the young
later on
people
about
into the old hip hop.
Baby Boy's got a clothing line he started. He's got t-shirts right now. He's got hoodies that like are custom made for, he'll make it just for one person. Like they'll have their own custom made hoodie. And I want spandex. But I might need to talk to you, Malik, about how to get started, get him a website started or something to put
Oh,
his
girl, I don't want no
and his clothing
spandex. I
line.
can't put on no spandex now.
For
I
men?
don't want the neighbors.
Huh?
Spandex for men?
No, for me.
Oh, I thought you said for me.
No,
Because I was responding to a message and listening at the same time. I was
for
about to say,
women.
ooh, I don't know if I want to have anything to do with spandex for me.
Yeah, you don't want to see me in no spandex. Girl, I'm done scared the neighbors.
There's nothing
Girl,
I
you put on a
represent
long
the
shirt and
spandex
keep it
for
moving.
me. Okay, so yeah, I think we're gonna have Cassandra. She's gonna try to come on now for the first time. It'll be her first time coming on. So if she's able to get on the link and everything, we'll have her to come on. And another thing we're gonna talk about too more towards the end of the show is Black entrepreneurship and just entrepreneurship in general. But and we need to talk more about that too when we do our shows, because a lot of us are entrepreneurs. And I think that we need to be more of a support to each other, and we need to be able to and we need to be able to share knowledge or any information that we have towards entrepreneurship. And I feel like personally, if any time for you to step out on faith and be an entrepreneur is now. It's right now. I believe the time will be now.
That would be a great episode segment to do once a week. Honor a Black business and support them. Like I know, like Joanna, she makes t-shirts, mugs, dominoes. She does it all. And then another one, Honey Lot, she does masks. So I know
genius. I like that idea.
I know a couple of people, you know, from my community that have their own businesses and stuff. So maybe I can ask them if they would like to come on and let us know about their business or something like that, so we can support our Black people.
Yes.
You know, Kimmy is selling seaweed. She has started this seaweed and some kind of elderberry something that is really good for your immune system. It's good for all this stuff. So I mean, you know, and that's just my sister doing what she loves, and I think it's a great idea to bring them on. You know, let them on and let people know about them.
Yeah, we got we're all we have.
She got it off. She is on. Cassandra is on. Hi, lady. Hi, Cassandra.
Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Cassandra. How are you?
Hey, fine, and you?
I'm doing wonderful. Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Cassandra, that's Cynthia online, and that's Dee Dee. You guys didn't get a chance to meet because she's another one that would have came to the barbecue after the chicken was already gone.
Oh,
good.
And 2 peas if she shows up.
Yeah, she was. She showed up though. That's all that matters.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're here, and we happy to have you here. Welcome to the Queen's Round Table, honey.
absolutely.
Thank you.
So right now we just discussing the passing of DMX. I don't know if you can hear us really good, and if you guys can't hear her good, let me know, and I can try to adjust her mic. So we was just talking about the passing of the rap legend DMX, and you know the fact that a lot of us liked his music, and Dee Dee was sharing how she felt like it was just a waste of the fact that he's not here no more. He was so talented, and the fact that he's not here no more to spread his talented, it's a waste. And I was basically you know, going piggybacking off of what she was saying and was talking about, you know, his music was more for our time versus the generation, you know, the time that we in now. Like their music is so different than where we at right now. So that's just kind of catch you up with everything. And so if you want to speak on, you know, what you felt about the passing of DMX, were you a fan of DMX? Did you used to listen to his music? Did you have any feeling when you heard about his passing, or if you want to share that, that'll be fine.
Of course, I was a fan. I liked his music. It was just sad, you know, the way he had died. First, you know, the drugs, because he was doing so well, and wow, this to happen. But it's unfortunate, you know.
You idiot. I ain't got to get over nothing. Block that idiot. I ain't got
I
to get
already
over
got
nothing.
him.
We don't have to. Okay, good.
I already
Okay, I'm
got him.
sorry. We be
You
having some
good?
idiot trolls over here, Cassandra. I'm sorry. And a
Okay.
lot of times they just be racist. A lot of times, if y'all know, it just be racist people that really just don't even have no place over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are
Right.
you even here to spread your venom? So just
Trolls.
ignore them. Yeah, trolls. Just ignore them. Keep on going. I'm sorry, girl.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cassandra. Don't pay them turkeys no mind.
Oh, I was just saying it was just, you know, it was sad that, you know, the hip hop and the community lost a good person, you know, to the drugs. Yeah.
And even if it was a situation where it come from a drug, because I know a lot of people say drug overdose, because I don't even think no autopsy reports came back. Nobody know what the really, I don't know. Did y'all hear
You have
anything
to
about
wait
any
6 weeks for the toxicology report.
Okay, so that's what I thought. So for people to just throw that out there and don't have anything factual to stand on is ludicrous
Right.
to me.
Yeah, I
Okay.
also heard people throwing out the vaccine too. And I was like, come on. Now, I mean, you know, if you can do the amount of drugs that DMX did all his life and survive, I really doubt that a little flu shot would take him down like that. Plus, I haven't heard anything about symptoms or what condition he was in when he left. Or, I mean, I haven't heard any specifics about what happened.
Me either.
Yeah. Me
And
either.
DMX had COVID before, I believe, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
had.
I
think
don't know.
I heard that.
I think he said that before in a video that I watched that he had COVID before it hit him before. So he actually dealt with COVID. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure him getting the vaccination was a no-brainer for him. You know what I'm
Well,
Right.
saying? Like
check it out. I mean, you know, you got to keep it real. DMX used drugs. He did, and he used drugs for a long time.
a lot of
And
them use drugs.
I know, but whatever he died of, certainly could not have been helped by the abuse that his body took for all that time.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
But
and
I
that's
mean, a lot of people struggle with, addiction and stuff, and none of us are perfect. And I believe after this video that we have that he made it in. He knew the word. He was powerful when he was speaking on the Bible and stuff. I was like, wow.
I mean, but
Why
also
the
keep it
devil
real.
took him.
Like let's keep it 1,000, y'all. Let's keep it 1,000. We know a lot of people that suffer from addiction, right?
Yep.
Y'all know I've never been secretive about the fact my mother suffered from addiction, right?
And I never
Right.
been quiet about mine.
How many people out of all the people you know that suffer from addiction overdose, like overdose off of crack or overdose. Like most of them came out of that, and I mean was getting half for years.
Yeah.
Getting half for years.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them came out of that shit clean. You said what? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Why would this time be any different than last time? Now, I have heard of people who have been off of drugs for a long time, who then go back to drugs and don't realize that they can't take the amount of drugs that they used to take and accidentally OD. But if it was an OD, I just can't imagine how they kept that quiet, how nobody is saying, yes, I saw him passed out or whatever. The knowledge shutdown is interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
And all the different theories that's floating around it. Because to me, when I hear a lot of different theories floating around the story, my mind automatically take me to cover up.
Yeah.
It's the truth out there, and the truth is being covered up with lies on top of lies on top of lies on top of lies.
Read Beverly's comment.
I got a question. Did they say what drug was found? I also think he passed from the vaccine, my opinion, and he was exposed in the industry. He kept it. You know what? It's so much that we can actually say about the situation. But one thing I know for a fact, or I don't know for a fact, y'all tell me, the toxicology report has not come back yet.
It takes 6 weeks.
Okay, so it still haven't come back yet. And so therefore we don't know what drugs was in his system or if he even overdosed from drugs. So right now all we hearing is different, people's perspective. And y'all know I can get deep with it, because he is linked to an industry that I know is demonic. I know this industry is demonic, but at the same time, and then DMX, like you said, Cynthia, he was a very spiritual person.
Yeah.
Very deep and very spiritual. And it's kind of like straddling a fence. You know what I'm saying? Like you playing with the devil at the same time, God.
Yeah.
Right. It's really interesting thought. It's an interesting thought because, when you have somebody who is in that type of fame, many of them don't come out of it. A vast majority of them don't come out of it without using drugs, because I think the fakeness and the reality of the business that they're in hits them. And I think it makes I think they drove Lauryn Hill crazy. I think that's why Left Eye was out of her mind when she left. I think the industry, reveals itself to a point that they can't handle. And if you are a Christian and if you do know God, those things are going to sit less and less easy for you to the point where you're going to have to make a choice. Are you in or are you out?
Yeah. Yeah. Yasha, hi Yasha. She said, once I was reading that his family was saying that the doctors did not tell them what he died over, overdose, and that he had a heart attack. So I took OD out of the equation, but they did mention he took the vaccination week prior to him being hospitalized.
I actually wonder if they're gonna make the toxicology report, if they're gonna update us and make it all public information.
Yeah, I think all toxicology reports are public. I think they're all public. Yeah.
Is it gonna get shared, should I say, through social media? Because I know I'm not gonna just look it up one day, but I wonder is it gonna get kind of like shared and go viral to where I'll be able to actually see, because I would love to see what's in that toxicology report, and it would kind of shut down all the other rumors to was it drugs and how much drugs was found in his system.
Just say that to George Floyd.
But you know what?
Go ahead, Cassandra.
Go ahead, baby.
What I think is gonna happen is, and they probably don't want us to know that. What if it was due to the vaccine shot that he got, right? So if that plays a part, they don't want that to get out because they want everybody to get this so-called shot.
You ain't lying.
Right.
You ain't lying. So they will cover up.
So if this come out, they're gonna cover it up. If that was the reason he died was from the shot. You know how many people has gotten this shot?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot
I
of
mean,
my friends got it and family. So
yeah.
just to find out
Yeah.
that he died from this shot,
I mean, that would explain the shutdown in information, except what it doesn't explain is, first of all, everybody dies of a heart attack. I mean, once you're dead, your heart stops. And so you've had a heart attack. So that's kind of their go to word for, we don't know what killed him. But if they say it was a heart attack, it's accurate. So usually when I hear heart attack and then nothing else, yeah, I'm suspicious immediately. And listen, it takes a lot to get me into conspiracy theories, but complete and total shutdown of information is always a red flag.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. You
Just
ain't
like
lying.
they're saying so many people are dying of COVID, but they're not dying of the COVID. They're dying of other things. But I think each state gets money for people that die from COVID or something, from what I understand.
Yeah, no, they debunked that.
Okay.
They don't get anything more than the stimulus packets that the government gives them. And actually, if hospitals aren't careful with the COVID patients, they could end up losing money.
Right.
Why are they so quick to diagnose somebody with COVID then?
They had my behind
Because
on lockdown.
COVID signs and symptoms is a lot similar to other signs and symptoms from
I felt
illnesses. You
like
know what
I
I'm
had the
saying?
flu. I felt like I had a real bad flu. Everything on my body
yeah.
hurt, including my eyeballs.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I
Everything hurt.
I think because we have the rapid tests now and more people are able to get tested. I mean, I kind of think it's kind of like The Walking Dead, where we all got it in us anyway, but whether it becomes active or not is what matters.
Right. Because I tested negative at first. When Christopher got it, me and mommy went and got tested. Mommy came back positive. I came back negative. The very next day after I got the test taken, that's when I started feeling sick. But then I started feeling, and then all of a sudden I just went downhill. It was crazy. Oh, let me show y'all. If y'all got weak stomachs, don't look. I'm going to cam up and show y'all my catheter. This is part of my testimony. I had to
Oh,
put a
I already
catheter, a temporary catheter in my neck for dialysis. I have to do about 3 weeks to a month that they had to
saw.
put in my chest. But I'm just blessed. I'm so super blessed with my kidney and my immune system for me to be able to get through. For God, let me repeat that. For God to bring me through, I gotta write a book. I gotta get my book.
Wow.
I
I
gotta
help
get
you with
my
that
book
too.
written.
I help you with that too, baby. It's the strength of you for me. Golly.
This
Yeah.
girl has been through so much, girl. I have watched her go. I have been telling her, Cindy, have I not been telling you for years? You have a testimony, girl, that people need to hear. It is too many different ways God has intervened to save your life for you
Oh
not
my
to share.
gosh. Y'all just don't know. I haven't told y'all half of what I've been through. How'd you wanna? I was talking about you earlier. We're gonna start a segment every week where we highlight our Black entrepreneurs, and I was telling them about everything that you make. So maybe next week we can start with you. You can come on and show us some of your work and let us know what you do. And
I didn't know you was talking about Joanna when you were saying that.
yeah, she's the one that does the dominoes, the t-shirts, the mugs. She does it like the TV tables with different sports things on it. She does a lot of good stuff.
Okay, so yeah, we definitely gonna start using that moment because Cassandra brought that to me, and I said, that'd be a great idea. We're gonna actually do that. We're gonna try to do that every Wednesday. Highlight some of the things that we do. If we can uplift each other, support each other, that would be excellent. Because I think
Yeah,
that's one thing that we should really be focused on this year is entrepreneurship and building generational wealth. Because it's no telling what life will be like come 2024. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it's no telling. So right now, I think that we should be buckled down and getting focused on our businesses and stuff.
Mhm.
yeah.
Now,
Amen.
what happened? Did Diddy drop?
She did. She's got the link. She'll probably be
Yeah,
back.
Didi is good at dropping out. Cassandra, if you ever drop off, sometimes you can accidentally be in the wrong area and drop off. Just click the link and it'll bring you right back on. Because it happens sometimes. Yeah. Okay, so moving along from DMX, we want to just say we wish his family, his friends, everybody that was close to him, all the prayers and everything, and in the world, it hurt the world. This wasn't just y'all loss. This was all of our loss. Another great, talented African American entertainer gone.
Yeah, young like
entertainer.
51 is the age, and it seems like everybody that's exposing or getting ready to expose the industry are the ones that they take out.
Yeah. And so we dealing with people like little or lil. They don't say little no more. It's lil, like LIL. Lil. I got a problem with sometimes I say little. Because I use proper English sometimes I don't. I be in and out with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a recovering ghetto girl. So sometimes I be in and out with it. If I mess up, sometimes y'all ignore me, okay? But sometimes I use
bilingual. That's a talent. People go to school to learn 2 different languages. You good?
Hey, but hey, I can switch it up though. You need a woman that can switch it up. You know what I'm saying? I could be that church wife around mom. You know what I'm saying? Around your sister, I can hop in the back seat and I can beat that broad down with your sister. I can switch it up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lady in the streets, freak in the sheets. I can switch it up though.
Hello.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Girl, that's a talent.
Okay, but no, it's not little. I'm sorry. It's Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X. So apparently a few weeks ago, I don't know. We've been gone for a couple weeks, so we trying to catch up with some of the latest news and gossip. Apparently he came out with a sneaker, a Nike sneaker with human blood in the soles of the sneaker. And so y'all all heard about the sneaker, right? What I really don't feel comfortable doing is like promoting anything demonic or whatever, which is why I'm going to talk on the video, but I'm not going to show the video because I don't want to promote anything demonic over here. I don't want to lead them spirits over here. Them spirits can stay exactly where they at. So we're going to talk about it and touch on it. And if you guys hadn't saw his music video, I did. My daughter showed me the music video. She wanted me to see it. Yeah, so we can discuss it.
I won't.
Okay, but this is nothing I want to show over here to you guys for that purpose, because we do not want to spread any demonic seeds over here or attract no demonic spirits. They can stay exactly where they are. Okay,
right.
So we're gonna talk about the shoe, we're gonna talk about the music video, but we will not be playing no videos over here or showing anything concerning Nas X. Love Nas X over here. Okay.
Hallelujah.
Hello. We don't do that.
Yeah, we don't play those type of games.
We don't play with them spears. And so for me, I just think he is the face of first of all, the demonic realm. We all can agree he's the face of the demonic realm. Drop a one if y'all all agree. He is the face of the demonic realm, which is a lot of them are. A lot of them celebrities are the face of the demonic realm. He is a proud, not, how some people do things that's kind of hidden in plain sight because they don't want to make it obvious that they demonic or Satan worshipers. He is more of a flamboyant with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference between him and a lot of other celebrities who are Satan worshipers. I think with Lil Nas X, it's really no difference between what God he worshipped and what God they worship. He's just more flamboyant with his stuff. He's just more flamboyant.
He's a devil worshiper, or do you think he's just let me see.
Because to me, there are some just simple non-believers out there who will try to, because they don't believe, will try to capitalize on the outrageous, the demonic, the whatever. Whether or not he worships Satan really doesn't matter that much to me. The point is that no one that I love or myself will ever put a shoe on with a pentagram on it and human blood in it. I don't know who this shoe is for. Who is it for?
These people are they took blood from people that work there. Some of it's
Okay, to answer your question too,
real.
Cynthia, before you go off that, yes, I do believe that he not just a non-believer. I believe he worships Satan. And the reason why I say that is because when you praise hell, okay, the first reason why I say that is because you only on one side or the other. It ain't no in between. You only serving the one and only true God,
Right.
or you serving the God of this world. It's no in between, no other way to go. Okay. And another reason, when you praise in hell and you looking forward to going to hell, like we praise heaven and we looking forward to going to heaven, or we looking forward to this next life, whatever God promises he got for us, we are children of God. That's why that hope is installed in us. When it comes to, because I do believe Satan have seeds, his seed here. And his seed, you can tell who they are by the fruit of their spirit and by the words that come out their mouth. You can recognize them. So I believe that this man is not just an atheist or a non-believer, because he his whole music video, he's fallen from the sky. Okay, let's talk about the music video. The music video, he's fallen from heaven, going straight into hell. On a stripper pole. On a stripper pole. Okay.
Wait a minute. What?
His music video, he's on a stripper pole and he falls from heaven on a stripper pole to hell. And when he's in hell, he giving Satan a lap dance.
Gross.
He was twerking on him too.
He was twerking on Satan in hell.
Gross.
Jesus have mercy.
His fruit and his mindset shows you who he worships. That's my opinion. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
I think that he could do that. If you're a non-believer, if you're an atheist, you don't believe in God or the devil. So if you don't believe in either one of those things, they already had the Jesus shoe with the holy water. So is it possible that he was just thinking, well, I don't believe in none of that anyway, so why don't I go to the furthest other end and see how much money that can make me?
Well, it could be art for him, indeed. He could be asleep spiritually, indeed, but it don't take away.
The video gives him away for that.
But the truth of the matter is, spiritually, he's still worshiping the devil. No matter how he see it, if he awakened to it, or if he's sleeping to it, or if he conscious of it or not conscious of it, or if he's doing it and calling it art, because sometimes they do it and they call it art.
Yeah.
But to me, if God drops something in my spirit and I actually put it out there on the earth, like, it's still being dropped into my spirit, and I'm still kind of, the source is coming from somewhere. Like the source of my thought, of my creativity, of my, you know what I'm saying? It's coming from somewhere. So where's the source coming from of this art that you're doing, of your creativity, of your thoughts, the team that's around you?
Yeah, and the danger of that is, what about the kid, that fragile-minded child that is watching that maybe hasn't decided completely, or maybe is on the fence or whatever, and now you take that image and that information and put it in their brain. So even if he isn't, he could be turning people to him, and in that way, the devil is still using him.
Yep. Yeah. Whether he know it or not. Whether he aware of it or not, you know what I'm saying? Because but a lot of people, like you said, don't believe in evil spirits, don't believe that, don't believe in the devil, don't believe in demons.
Believe in demons.
They don't believe in demons, they nothing, but they do. A demonic spirit can literally go into you and take control over you. And some people just don't believe that. They believe that
that's just like when people will do something and they'd be like, oh my God, what happened? And it's like the devil send a demon in there, they'll jump in you, have you do something that's going to ruin your life, and jump out and go to the next person.
And then you know what the end result be? The end result always, we see it all the time, people, they lose their life from an overdose. They go to prison. They go to prison for life for killing somebody, or they go to prison for sexual, whatever, being a sexual predator. Like that's be the end result every time.
Yep.
They end up getting all this fame and all this fortune and losing everything.
Including their soul.
Including their soul. Losing everything.
For eternity. Eternity is a long time.
Eternity
So like it's just something to think about. But like I said, we wasn't going to play the video. We just wanted to touch on it again, and share our thoughts with you guys about these shoes. I'm with you, Didi. Ain't nobody I know wearing these shoes.
They were over $1,000.
Well, that's another reason why ain't nobody I know wearing them. Ain't nobody bad on $1,000.
But you know what? I think they put a halt to it. Nike put a halt to them, though. I don't think he was able to sell any because it had the swish on it or something like that. Because they had a loophole. He was like, "Oh no, Miss Beverly,
it's not for sale.
Enough to come and sit down and have lunch or something with you, sweetheart. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to let Miss Beverly know. I want to meet here this weekend. I'd love to."
And see, this is the only sucky thing about having old information and trying to catch up is the fact that we might not have the most current information. Because the last I heard that he made a deal with Nike, so I didn't even know it was off the table. So
yeah, I did see something about them suing him, and I don't know.
It wasn't Nike. It was a loophole. Another company that was under. I forgot how they explained it. I couldn't understand it because I don't know enough about business and sub things and all that other stuff that they were talking about. But
so they never got launched.
No.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I don't think that they did. You've got me curious that I want to see this video, but I really don't think that I'm going to. It's scary sounding.
I really just pretty much broke it down for you. You know what I'm saying? Like
this stripper pole thing. This stripper pole thing that took me out.
Yeah, he was on a stripper pole. He went from heaven to hell on a stripper pole, and when he got down to hell, he gave the devil a lap dance and was twerking.
You know what? Here's something interesting on that too. Because he is gay, I wonder how the gay community feels about it. Because they got a hard enough time trying to prove to people that they're not any different than anybody else,
and Christians especially.
Right.
Yeah, especially when it comes to the Bible, when they believe in God and stuff. Yeah. That's a good question and a good thought, Didi. That is a hell of a thought. And
thank you. Every now and then I come up with one.
Oh, and you be on time with it. You really be on time with it. Yeah, but I would really love to know the answer to that. How did they take that? Because I know a lot of them be fighting for their rights to religion. Especially when it comes to the Christian religion, because they not
equality, and they're trying to be teachers and counselors and social workers and stuff like that. And people already have a hard time. I don't know why, but people have a hard time trusting that. So I just wonder how they feel. They're probably sitting around going, "Oh, great! This is just great. Thanks, Lil. Thanks a lot, Lil."
Right. Making us.
Don't we do it all the time? Don't we do it all the time? Don't we get a stigma on us and we live it out in the videos and stuff like that? Don't we do it all the time?
How about that? Not to mention that he's black. I'm mad enough about that. Will you go sit down somewhere, boy? We're trying to do the Black Lives Matter thing and you running around playing with Satan.
Right.
Okay. Well, see, thank you, Didi, because once again, you spoke on time. You took us to our next segment, Black Lives Matter, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to speak about the topic that we all been waiting to speak on. Yesterday's verdict.
Yes, God, he did it.
Woo.
Yes.
Did it.
Yesterday's verdict. Let me ask, who was all actually in front of the TV waiting on that verdict? Drop a 1 in the chat room, and I'm gonna ask you ladies, which one of y'all, if all of y'all was waiting by the TV for that verdict?
I was in front of the TV with my heart pounding out of my chest, at peace though, because I felt in my spirit that they were going to get him on all three. I wasn't worried about one. I wasn't worried about two. I knew he was going to be guilty in all three. There's no way anybody could look at that video the way he had his hand in his pocket, rocking his weight on that man's neck when he was saying he couldn't breathe. Instead of turning him on his side so he could breathe, he stayed there until that man lost his life. And there's no, I couldn't see them finding no other verdict.
Well, once again, I'm gonna have to play devil's advocate. I was not sitting, I was not sitting in front of the TV waiting with bated breath. I was sitting outside, uh, cynically, cautiously hopeful, but purely prepared for them to say not guilty. And it would not have surprised me at all. So I think I'm either a little bit cynical or maybe I'm desensitized, but I could not sit and wait to hear not guilty. It was just too hard.
I couldn't turn away from the TV.
You desensitized.
I was so tired because I had dialysis. I was tired. I was trying to take a nap, but I was just too excited. And when I got home and turned on the TV and saw that there was a verdict, I'm like, oh my God, there's a verdict. And there was no way I could sleep the rest of the night till it was time for me to go to bed at night. As tired as I was just so excited.
Cassandra, are you with us? Cassandra, are you with us? Are you riding? And you never ever leave. I made a whole song. Cassandra, take yourself off mute if you with us. If you
maybe she's talking. Yeah, I've done that before.
So do you guys think that
because I seen her little thing moving like she was talking, and like her little thing was moving like she was trying to talk. So
okay, can you hear me?
There she is.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't waiting by the TV. Actually, I was asleep. So when my daughter came home, it was going across the TV. The jurors had came to a verdict, and so of course I stayed woke then. And I was just hoping and praying that they come back with the guilty verdict, because if they came back with anything else, they was gonna tear these cities up.
You don't think so?
Yes, absolutely.
It would have been a whole nother Black Lives Matter. Remember all that stuff we went through when it first went down?
Yeah.
I think it would have been that all over again, y'all.
It would have been worse than that. It would have been worse because you would have had a whole lot of white people mad about that too. And they would have been out in the streets. It was a lot of white people mad about that. I don't think they would have stayed home.
Ladies, can I ask you guys something?
Sure.
Okay. And I have been talking to my girlfriend about this. Don't get me wrong. Of course, I'm glad that they came back with a verdict of guilty. Of course, he should do time, 40 years, whatever the max is. But on the flip side, what about Black lives that matter? We killing each other every day, every single day. 5, 6, 7 killings. You know what I'm saying? So where's the justice for Black mothers or fathers that lost their kids to Black lives?
I have an answer for that. I think that problem is the exact same problem that we have. It's police reform. Police are not going to go into the ghetto and try and solve.
They don't investigate.
Years. They're not going to do it.
I can't stand you, Didi. You be taking my words right out my mouth. You get on my you get on my nerves because she take my words right out my mouth every time. I swear.
So let me ask you something. So you think the crime that's going on is because the police is not coming into the ghetto?
They not investigating. investigating those crimes. I am
That's what
so
I'm
with
saying.
her on that.
The
But
crimes
wait a
aren't
minute.
getting solved because the crimes are happening because of systemic racism in other areas in the system, because you have a large amount of people fighting for a small amount of resources. The reasons that the killings are happening and the reasons that they're not getting solved are two separate issues.
That I agree. But
But wait a minute. But some murders are getting solved. They catch the people who's doing the killing. So I'm not understanding. It's still going on, even if they catch the people who's
Like,
doing the
like
killing,
she
right?
said, Cassandra, it's kind of like a setup from the beginning. Like, we in low functioning areas, I mean low resource, low income areas with minimum resources. They throw us out there. Like, most of the killings and stuff, a lot of this stuff is like a survival of the fittest type of thing. Like, only the strongest gonna survive in the hood. You know what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
get you before you get me.
Yeah, like, or it's a territorial type of thing. You know what I'm saying? This is my hood where I make my money and you can't come over here making no money or whatever. But it was set up like that, it seemed like. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, here's
Yeah.
the thing. The boys that are killing each other are 18 to 25 years old is the largest black on black crime. That's because those boys are supposed to be in college. If they were educated correctly from the beginning and they were in college, they wouldn't be there on the street. Now, what is an 18 to 25-year-old black man in a systemically racist country supposed to do when he is sharing the limited resources with 3,000 other residents? What is he supposed to do?
Yeah.
he gonna have a animalistic type of outlook on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I this is prey, and I gotta go out there and I gotta get my stuff. I gotta hunt to get my prey. So most of the guys in the hood, they just have an animalistic type of attitude about
It's
life.
like
I
It's
my
like they
agree.
in the
tail
wilderness,
and I
like
gotta
living
do
in
what I gotta
wilderness.
do to make sure
Yeah, and
my
I got to
kids
do what I got
eat.
to do to survive. It's a wilderness thing, a survival technique thing.
And then when they get in the system, they can't get a job because they have felonies. What else are they supposed to do?
However, what Cassandra, the point that she was really making, and I really understand, why don't we stand up more? Why don't we march more in our communities? Why don't we,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
These
Where's Black
unnamed.
Lives Matter? And what is that black man name? Y'all know that the new Al Sharpton. Y'all know him. What's his name? The
Yeah,
black man that's for
Crump,
every Black Lives
Crump,
Matter thing. He right there.
Crump.
Jesse,
Crump.
Trump. I was about to call him Chimp.
Oh, no.
I'm bad with last name.
You know what, Malika, real quick, fun fact here. When you hear him talk, he's not very impressive, but apparently he is a legal savant. Like, he is a legal genius. And people have talked about all the time, like, don't let the way he speaks fool you. Don't get it twisted. He's a legal genius.
Mm-mm.
I'm sure he is. I don't doubt his expertise at all. But I just want to know, where are those people when you do have crimes like a mother, like somebody said in the chat room. I forgot. Let me go back. Y'all was saying about a little young girl that was killed. Where is it at? Let me go back to what she said.
Oh, the
She
little
made a
girl.
comment. Yeah, I can't see it
Gotcha.
no more, but she made a comment in the chat room about a little girl being shot and killed in the neighborhood or whatever.
She had a
And
knife.
McDonald's.
Huh?
The one she said. She said, especially here in Chicago, there was just a little girl shot at McDonald's
I
6
can't find
times.
that. I cannot find her comment no more.
It's always
Did she
Oh, I
all
didn't
the
remove
way
hear
at
it?
the
about the
bottom.
little girl. I didn't hear about the girl at McDonald's. I heard about the girl that had a knife
Yeah,
that
we're
was
gonna talk
Yeah,
fighting.
about
we
that.
got that too.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about that too. Oh,
And the
she said something about a
13-year-old.
girl at McDonald's, and I can't even find that. Her comment. I don't even see it no more. But I see it, especially up here in Chicago. There was just a little girl at McDonald's that got shot like 6 times. So my point is, why aren't we out there protesting to stop the violence? Like Cassandra was saying, in our own neighborhoods. Where's Crump and them? Where's other activists, other legal aides out there that want to give support to these families who might can't afford, to try to get some legal aid? You know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
aren't high
where's the help?
profile.
Huh?
Yeah.
For the
It
nameless
seems like the help
children.
only comes when it's a high profile black versus
Exactly.
white type of case. So I
Exactly.
definitely agree with Cassandra when she said that. So we do have to play
That's what
devil
I was
advocate
going to tell. I
sometimes
was going
because
to tell Cassandra. I totally agree with what she was saying. I totally agree. And everybody wants to, say that that's not what it's about or whatever. But it's a part of it. If we don't respect each other, how do we expect the cops to
because all in all, at the end of the day, we losing our babies.
Yeah.
We
that's it?
losing
Period.
our babies, and that is
That's
the
it.
bottom
Period.
line. We are losing the children of the next generation, and that is the bottom line. Regardless
That
if
is
it's
absolutely true.
the hands of a black person, or the hands of a white person, we are losing our children.
Did you hear about the 63-year-old that dragged the cop up the highway? The cop took his hammer out and was hitting the window, trying to break the window so he can get his arm out. And the guy took the hammer from the cop and was beating him. And they ain't do nothing. They ain't tase him. They ain't shoot him. They ain't do nothing. Nigga went to jail. Sorry, the man went to jail.
Wow.
But we got
So
a
I think
13-year-old boy that tossed the gun. They told him put his hands up. He turned around and
which
shot him
story we going with,
in the
Cynthia?
chest.
Because we got a video on one of them too.
They shot him in the chest. Whatever happened to shooting him in the leg? His hands were up. How was he a threat?
But he
Cynthia, do we
wasn't
have
black.
that story? Do we have that story that you talking about now?
Yeah, I think I did send it to you. Hold on, let me see.
Okay, because
But
we was
he
gonna
wasn't
go.
black, right?
Yeah, he was black.
I don't think he was.
He was. I'm telling you, I saw the video.
I did too, and he didn't look black to me. And the other thing that
He
made
was
me think
black
he
or
wasn't
Mexican or something, but I
the other
believe he was
thing
black.
the other thing that made me think he wasn't black was, did you see how quick he ran over to him and tried to help him? Where are you shot? Stay with me, stay with me. I was like, oh, he ain't
That's
black.
because he's scared that a cop just got convicted of murder. He was scared.
Y'all have jumped so far. I don't even know where the hell y'all at. I
All right,
don't know where the hell y'all at right now because we was about to go into the 13-year-old girl.
I just
I
sent
don't know.
it to you again.
Okay, we'll get to
I
that.
sent it in
But
the group.
okay,
Go
we'll
ahead,
get
man.
to that. But
Finish your shit. We just riding, boo boo.
no, that's okay. I just don't want to, I want to make sure we have some type of order. The reason why I said I wanted to get to the 13-year-old girl is because the 13-year-old girl situation happened moments before the verdict.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So while we was kind of like on the subject of talking about the verdict, I wanted to kind of ask y'all. I didn't want to forget. I wanted to kind of ask y'all, did y'all feel like this was a win for us, as the people? And then, kind of go into Ma'Khia Bryant
I
and
think that
kind of show what happened with Ma'Khia Bryant in case anybody didn't know about that story.
I think for us it was a win for George Floyd, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, Tamir Rice,
Girl, it's too many. You be here all
the
day.
baby down there, Zimmerman killed, Trayvon Martin, Kendrick. It was, to me, it was a win, and it was justice for them as well because they never did get justice. So I just I believe that this is, like President Biden said, this is a point where we can make significant change and make it. I ate the last one. I ate the last one. I put
Okay,
3.
so what do y'all feel? Y'all feel like we are, like President Biden saying, coming to a significant change? Do y'all feel like this was a strong win for us, or how do y'all feel about it?
I don't think it
feel
was a
like
strong win for us. I don't.
Okay. Why you say that, Cassandra?
Explain, yeah.
Reason why I say it wasn't because you got to look at all the other killings that had came way before Floyd. Just like the young lady who just said, Brianna, Trayvon. So I mean, it's a start. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say it's a win for us because
I agree. I agree with you, Cassandra. I don't think we can know yet if it was a win or not.
absolutely until they
You
come
know,
down with that sentence.
right. And how it, it's kind of like being in a restaurant because you get the verdict and then you find out about this girl. It's kind of like being in a restaurant and getting a meal for free and then walking outside and your card is trashed.
Right.
It's kind of like, well, that didn't last long, but it was good while it lasted.
So, Cassandra, do you think if he gets the 40 years that would be a win for us?
No, I wouldn't say it'd be a win. I would just say it's a start.
It's a beginning.
Yeah.
Wait and see. Yeah, I'm with Cassandra. I'm a little bit more cynical. But I agree that we've had in the past, it is, not been good for us. I do believe there is a turn thanks to iPhones. I mean, because in the past, when we have talked about these things happening, white people weren't there. They didn't know. So it was easy for them to think to themselves, oh, well, they must have done something.
Right.
And so, which is understandable. I don't blame them for that because I was telling this girl, I was like, when you call the police, they come to your house, they help you, everything is better. That's your experience. So when I tell you about an experience that is drastically different than that, it is going to be kind of hard to believe it. But when you have the picture and you have to sit there for 9.5 minutes and see what we have been talking about, you can't deny it.
I agree.
Yeah, you can't deny it when it's right in front of you, and that's the problem. See, and then before it wasn't really mandatory for them to wear body cams. Like a lot of these states, they ain't have body cams.
Believe what you see.
How are you approaching a situation and you don't have on a body cam?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I mean, you have to think about the police state of mind, as it is. I saw an interesting documentary, and unfortunately, a lot of my sentences will start with I saw this documentary once, and the police department was bragging about how they have had the same training manual since 1889. And I thought, well, that's nothing to brag about. Why you need to change the way you do things? So until we reform police and the way that they're trained, nothing is going to change.
That's right.
That's where it's going to begin.
And I'm going to say this, though. We as a community, we as a race, we have to start holding these elected officials accountable.
Girl, you better preach. I am famous for calling my congressman, girl. I do not play. You will earn my vote, dadgummit.
Absolutely.
That's where it starts with us voting for our local people first and get people in there that really care. And if they don't do right when it's time for re-election, get them out of there.
And then not even that, we got to educate our people. A lot of people don't even know who our council, who our state reps, who the senators, who none of that. School boards, they don't know. They're clueless.
Right. Well, also they don't think to call them, and make them, it's not just a vote. They're serving you. And if you're having a problem, they're supposed to figure it out and work it out for you. Girl, if my water ain't hot enough, I call my congressman and be like, yo, you guys have set the water company because their water's not working.
That's
we definitely got to get more involved. And people think that their votes don't count. That gets on my nerves so bad.
Me too. I hate
that. Our vote's not going to count.
I'm gonna say this right quick. The young lady that was in who was out of Atlanta, she was running for governor. She lost. Y'all know her name. I can't think of her name right now.
Stacey Abrams.
You see how she changed things up in Atlanta?
Yeah, absolutely. She won that election. She won that Georgia election for the Democrats, and they know it. And she will be highly rewarded. Believe me, she will be governor of whatever state she wants to be within the next 8 years for sure.
So I'm saying that to say if she can do it, each state should be able to do the same thing.
Well, you know what, Cassandra? I really do feel like that could happen. I have so much faith in this generation, girl, because all of this racism and homophobia and anti-Semitism, these kids just ain't having it, girl. They
They're
got
not.
too. They have too many different kinds of friends. Their friend group is way more diverse than ours was as a child. So they looking at George Floyd and they're like, wait a minute, that could have been Kyle. He's my best friend. They are not having it. And that's who you saw in the street. And I was telling this mother, I was like, listen, we old and maybe we can't get out there, but we can give them a ride to the protest. We can give them some lunch money to make sure
Right.
they okay at the protest, make sure they got a ride home. That's how we can contribute.
Right. Right. So,
Okay.
do you guys think that the other three are going to plead out, or do you think they're going to try to go to trial?
What other three?
The other three cops in Floyd's case, they go to court in August.
I think they're gonna play.
Chat, what do y'all think?
Definitely gonna plead. No
What you
question
think,
about it.
Malika?
Oh.
Malika? Malika?
Is she muted?
No, she just unmuted.
Okay, hear me?
Yeah, now I
Oh,
can.
there you go.
No, I was just talking. I agree with everybody. I think they're gonna plea out, especially with this verdict, because of the verdict
Yeah.
of guilty. Yeah, they're gonna definitely plea out if they know
Y'all
what's
think he's
best.
going to get this 40 years?
I don't think
No,
he gonna get the 40. I can tell you
me
that off
neither.
the rip.
At
I meant to
least
tell y'all
20?
too. I agree with
30.
Didi. What Didi said is, of course, because it's kind of like we share thoughts. But I agree with Didi when she said, "I didn't sit in front of the TV, with great expectation that, oh yeah, this is gonna be a win for us. We gonna get this. They're gonna get guilty. Like I actually thought it was gonna be a not guilty, and maybe because I'm conditioned to believe that. You know what
I
I'm
got a
saying?
call
And
here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like I'm desensitized almost. Like
mhm,
I
mhm.
just can't get there. I can't get to that place anymore because the fall from that place is so hard emotionally. I just can't do it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say this.
and then it's also too getting your hopes down. You know what I'm saying? I think too, we get to a place where we like, okay, I'll rather just not, expect the worst than hope for the best.
For the best.
I'm gonna
Absolutely
tell
right.
you
Yes,
this.
that's exactly where I am. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
he's gonna get at least 22 years. He ain't getting no more than 22.
I think he'll get 25. They'll give him 25 to 30. And that'll
Okay,
be
so
their
Diddy
compromise.
say 25 to 30. Cassandra say about 20, 22 years. Because we're gonna come back and check on this, y'all. Cynthia, how much time you think he gonna get? Well, while Cynthia is on mute, I'm probably with Cassandra. I'm gonna say about 20, 15 to 20. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like I told y'all. I expect the worst and I hope for the best. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I'm kind of like in the middle of both of y'all. I think anywhere between 20 to 25, 30, but I definitely don't think the 440.
Oh
Definitely
no,
not gonna get 40.
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely not gonna get 40.
I definitely don't see that. I think that's going to be the trash in the car after leaving McDonald's.
But see, I think that if they give him anything less than 20, that there's gonna be a riot.
Oh, it is.
Because
Absolutely.
now you're saying he's guilty, but he's too good to punish, or what? What are you
This
saying?
man's life wasn't even worth him doing over 20 years for it.
Hey, and guess what? He 20 years without no parole. He got to do the straight 20 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, if they give him, let's see, if they give him like 25,
Served or something.
if they give him 25 to 30, it means anywhere between 25 years and 30 years he can be paroled.
Yeah, and sometimes they give you time served and stuff, right?
Girl, you don't want that. They don't want that courthouse burnt down. They are not going to do
I know,
that.
Right.
I
They
know. That's
better
what I'm saying.
not do that.
They better avoid that. Any type of stipulations or anything. I think that's gonna cause a riot.
Yeah.
I think it was Cindy that said they should put him in general population, but I know for sure they're not going to do that because that's the same as giving him the death penalty.
Well, that's what they need to.
Right. And why
Yeah.
do they care? Why do they care what happened to that man? Throw him away and lock away the key like y'all do every other black man that y'all throw and lock away the key.
Absolutely.
Girl, bye.
Yeah, because he still, has rights, and God forbid he gets shanked in the bathroom with his jailhouse lover. And
Did he care about Floyd when he had his neck, his knee on his neck? Did he
I
care
agree
what
completely.
Floyd's daughter and mother and family thought about it? No.
Preach.
They should put that man in general population and let him fend for his whatever happened.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of them people in general population is murderers. He need to be in there with his own kind.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Blend with his own kind. And let it be a survival or a finish or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You better exercise.
I don't want him killed or anything. God can take a life. That's how I feel. But I believe he needs to be in general population just for him to, I don't even, being a Christian sometimes.
Hey, I'm a Christian too, but I feel an eye for an eye. That's how I feel.
I love her.
It's in there. It's in the book. It's in the book. You can look it up.
Malika, can we keep her?
Cassandra's the best. You know
I love her.
I'm a Christian too, but I believe in the act for eye.
I'm saying it's in the book. She ain't lying. It's in there. I seen it. It's in there. Eye for eye.
I want him hurt, but I don't want him killed. I want him hurt, but I don't want him killed.
Cassandra, you ain't turning the other cheek.
The only cheek I'm turning is the one behind me.
Cassandra said she turned the cheek. You better believe she coming back and swinging. I'm only turning the swing, baby. I'm only turning the swing.
That's right.
I know.
It is not a game.
I feel that though. I feel that 100%.
I mean, I would probably I am also against the death penalty, but not for most reasons that other people are. I just feel like our justice system is too messed up right now.
Right.
We can't, it's a responsibility we can't do right now. So until we, again, fix the justice system, I would not trust them to pick and decide who's going to live or die.
Back in the day, they didn't have no rules. They didn't have no plan. They didn't have no blueprint. You was out of line. They take your ass outside and they stone you to death. Okay?
Yeah.
You had an affair and you covered that man's wife.
I was going to say,
they take you outside and they stone your ass to death. They ain't asking no more questions.
Okay, and they did that for a lot less than murder. Believe that. You better not look at the cow shepherd too hard, or
look, Didi, all it took was for the whole community to say, stone them. If the whole community is in agreement, nigga,
That's it. That's it. Yeah, that community vote thing didn't work out too well for Jesus, though. So I don't know.
Shut up, bro, but you ain't lying. I can't stand you, but you is not lying. It did not work too well for him. Okay, and that's probably why God said we got to put an end to it because y'all ain't enough to be out here voting.
For real.
But yeah, I definitely agree. Like it's just I just feel as if he was not a public figure or any type of celebrity or anything before he went in. Like, yes, the case is popular. It's a popular case, but it's not as if this man was a public figure for 20, 30 years and he's well known. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why the special treatment. The man is a murderer. He went in for murder. He dared Chauvin to murder. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
So, it was nice seeing him leave out in handcuffs.
But I don't really feel like even celebrities should have special privileges.
None of them should.
I don't even agree with that. But I'm just, let me just say that I don't even agree with that. But I'm just saying because they operate like that, I just kind of feel like, okay, well, this person was not a public figure. So he should just be put in general population with the other murders.
Why not?
Why not?
I agree. I definitely
Well,
agree.
it's the thing with it's the double standard with police that I've gotten into a lot of trouble talking to policemen about because I'm like, you should excuse me, excuse me, you should be dead before an innocent person dies. Sorry, I can't talk and
Oh,
breathe at the same
Diddy.
time. Give me a sec.
Yeah, Diddy,
Yeah, I was gonna say mute up.
we on live. Okay, so let me go into this real quick because we only got 30 minutes left while Didi coughing out her lungs real quick. I'm sure she'll jump back in. There she goes. You all right, girl?
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
Okay, that's all that matters. But
Yes.
so in case you guys wasn't aware, moments before the verdict was actually given, there was a young lady by the name of Micaiah. I'm sorry, I got a cousin named Michaela, Micaiah Bryant, who was killed by in Columbus, Ohio, by a police officer. So we have a 2-minute news clip video of it, and we're gonna go ahead and play that clipping real quick so you guys can actually see the story, and we're gonna kind of talk about that. Because it goes back to what we were saying. This is the reason why I asked that question. Like, do we really feel like we accomplished something? Yeah, it was great, that we got a guilty verdict. Yay, great. But it was kind of like, damn, we couldn't even, just like Diddy said, we couldn't even enjoy our burger. As we walking out the door, our car is trashed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like immediately, like, why we over here on one part of the country cheering, over there in Columbus, Ohio, they facing a sting of actually losing somebody in the hands of a police officer. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that 2-minute clip. I'm gonna get that together. If y'all ladies want to go ahead and speak on it, y'all can. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up for everybody.
Oh, I forgot about the lieutenant, the young 20 guy that got shot by the 28-year-old veteran, talking about she got a taser. How you been on the force for 28 years and think you have a taser and not your gun in your hand? Did you hear about? I know you heard about that one.
Yeah, I forgot
you're talking
about
Dante Wright.
Dante Wright.
Dante Wright. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
That's gonna be something else. Yeah, it's gonna be another one.
Actually, I got the footage of the 13-year-old. I don't even have the footage of the 16-year-old.
Yeah, play the one of the 13-year-old because I'm telling you, he's not black.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, since I got the footage of what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up the report, okay, of the 16-year-old, and we're gonna play the footage of the 13-year-old because we got two separate incidents to talk about, everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the report that I have of the teen that was actually killed by police officers in Columbus, Ohio. Okay, so can y'all see the screen? Everybody can see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Investigation.
Okay, we got a little ad, a little 12-second ad.
You know what? YouTube is so crazy with them commercials now. That ticks me off so bad. I'm like, I'm already paying to watch you. You gonna put my money out to somebody else?
Shooting.
Can y'all hear?
We don't provide information this soon.
Yep.
But we understand the public's need, desire, and expectation to have transparency upon what happened. Medics were called right away. Officers, you can see from the video, the one officer is assessing the young lady for injuries. And then CPR was started. Once we are able to release that full public record to you, you'll see some additional life-saving measures that were taken by at least 2 officers that were at scene. Deadly force can be used to protect yourself or the protection of a third person. So that is within the policy, and it is within the law. That is what the law says. Whether this complies with that will be part of that investigation.
Okay, so basically what they saying, deadly force can be used And the reason why they saying that deadly force can be used, just to kind of give you guys an update. Hey, Two Peas. Two Peas is on. I'm gonna go ahead and add her on real quick, you guys. Just to give you guys the update. The reason why they said a deadly force can be used. Didi, is that you? Push mute real quick. What the heck is you messing with?
No, I'm Mike. You delete. I'm muted.
Cassandra, mute up real quick.
That's
I don't know what you.
Cassandra. Hi,
Yeah, I'm
Two
looking.
Peas.
I
Hey,
Glad
see
you
it.
made it, sis.
Hey, Two Peas.
huh?
Hey, Two Peas.
Who is two
My bad.
piece?
My bad, y'all. I had to switch the audio over. How y'all doing?
All
We
Oh,
doing
right.
good.
good,
How you
Hey.
good.
doing?
It's good to see
Two
you.
Peas. You the one that come to the barbecue and it's like no food left over. Like it ain't even no ice. Like you so late to the barbecue that the ice melted. We ain't got no ice. We ain't got no wine coolers. All the ribs. Everybody that took plates home. You know what I'm saying, home girl.
When I come, I always bring extra.
Okay, so you bring. Oh, okay, so we don't mind. Because you bringing stuff when you come to the party.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't never show up.
Empty-handed. I love it. I love it. I love it. So y'all, Two Peas came on a little bit late, but she ain't come empty-handed. So it's on to the good. It is on to the
Yeah,
good. But
I
go
had a
ahead, boo. You
doctor's
said what?
appointment.
Oh, okay. You good? Everything good? Do we need to send up some praying hands for you?
Yeah, it's just I
Chat
gotta have
room, can we put some
surgery.
praying hands in the chat? Can we put some praying hands for Two Peas? Enough said, Two Peas. Put up some
Yeah.
praying hands for her, you guys. Let her all know that she's in our thoughts and prayers. If you guys can do that for us,
Where?
we
Well, I
got
sure
you.
do.
We got you,
Thank you.
girl. We got you.
That, Two Peas. You know I got you, baby.
Oh,
I
you better
already
believe,
know.
and you better believe I got you.
I already know
Absolutely.
y'all do.
I'm so
So
glad you.
45,
I'm glad you
it's
made it.
really good to hear from you, right?
It's good to hear you too, and I hope everything work out in your favor. I know it will. We're gonna have faith that it will. But
Yeah,
you guys,
it's just a little knee surgery. That's all.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? It ain't no God. It ain't no job too hard for our God.
God knows.
there you go.
God
Exactly.
knows.
No job too hard for our God. So you will be okay, sister.
Didn't he work it out? Didn't he work it out?
Ooh, Dee, Lord Jesus.
Oh, she
I
can't sing.
so what
girl,
kind?
you have to tell me.
No, no,
Me and
no.
Didi
That is not one of my fortes.
could form a non-singing band. Okay,
Me too. I'll be a part of it. I can't sing either.
a band of non-singers. Okay, and
Hello, Queen Truth.
not sell any records. Okay.
How about that, girl? Yeah, but I can mess up a karaoke night real good for you, though.
I don't know.
You
That one dude,
might,
remember that
you might get you
disabled
a one
dude
hit
that had
wonder.
the album? Remember? I can't remember the name of the song. He was a disabled guy, and they was
The guy
making
that
fun
did.
of him, and he ended up making an album. This was years ago.
Oh, really?
Okay, Bev.
Yeah, Cynthia, I think that you trying to be funny. You trying to say that we would sound disabled or something? Because I think you
No,
just
no, no,
made
no,
that up.
no.
Yeah, you made that up real
Yeah, we're
quick.
gonna need
I
some
would.
information. Yeah, we're gonna need some
Yeah,
clarification on that
push
comment.
check
I
that,
would sound
Didi.
disabled because I can't sing. That's why I don't sing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to proof check that, Didi. We're
Yeah,
gonna have
that
to
didn't
fact
sound
check
like a
that.
compliment at
Yeah,
all.
I don't think she was complimenting us at all.
Yeah. No, no, that was one of
I
them
think,
get you around the side door kind of insults.
yeah, that was like a sitting under the shade tree and throwing shade kind of.
That's one of them when they say, look at them, the blind, cripple, and crazy. That's what they sound like, didn't it?
Yeah, but Cynthia, they gonna have a blind, crippling, crazy group. That's what
Have you heard of BBD? Well, here's BCC coming at
Yeah,
you.
crazy.
The BCC girls.
Oh my gosh, y'all
They sells
crazy.
absolutely no albums, no records. Hi, Felicia.
It feels so
Happy
good
New
to be
Year.
here. Hey, it's Felicia. Y'all share us out, please. Those of you that have community pages,
Oh, y'all got a phone.
and hit the like button for us, please.
Please hit that like button for us. Y'all know we don't really ask for y'all to like and share and subscribe and all that other good stuff, but you know, do that for your girls. If y'all like our commentary and our talk, yeah, go ahead, do that for your girls. Share the content. But so on behalf of Michaela, in case you guys haven't got the update, let me go ahead and tell you guys. So I'm gonna read from an article so I can remember, I can make sure I got all the information from you guys. For you guys. Let me see. Okay, the article won't pull up, but from what I know, she called the police. The police was called out onto the scene because it was some kind of confrontation. It was some type of confrontation between Micaiah and two other young females. And I guess the police said when they arrived on the scene, Micaiah had a knife. Okay, Micaiah is the one that actually called the police. Okay. And so when the police got on the scene, they said she had a knife. And when we actually just saw that police report, remember when he said we can use deadly force in that type of situation? So that's what they justified her murder. They justified them killing her by saying in that type of situation, why them coming to the scene, her having a knife, they can just shoot her down and kill her. Remember, this is a 16-year-old girl, y'all. Okay, a 16-year-old girl that just recently lost her life moments before the verdict was read. Okay, moments before. So while we cheering the verdict and everything like that in Columbus, Ohio, they actually going through what we over here cheering about, with a 16-year-old girl. So I wanted to kind of share that with y'all and get y'all thoughts on that. And so yeah, go ahead and get y'all thoughts on this story. Very sad.
I feel
And I
like
know
I
you got
always go
something to
first.
say, Cynthia. Where Cynthia go? I know Cynthia got something to say too, because we kind of talked about this story before, and I know she's going to play devil's advocate, and that's good because we have different ways of looking at things. That's why I like when there's more women on the panel, and we do kind of share our different perspectives. It's great. So go ahead, Dee, Cynthia, whichever one of y'all want to go and speak on Micaiah Brandt's story.
You can go ahead, DVD first.
Okay. Well, again, this goes back to I think Cassandra said or Cindy said, um, why are we always using deadly force? Why can't you shoot someone? This story is a little more cloudy because she did have a weapon. But if you watch the video, I had two problems with it. One, he wasn't there long enough to make an assessment. He shot her within 30 seconds of arriving. Secondly, at the time, somebody else had her restrained. There was another girl who was hitting her, and actually, at the time, she was subdued. So, again, I think he just showed up, saw a knife, saw a black face, and shot. This is, again, the problem with training of policemen. And how come you didn't mistakenly pull your taser and hit her with that instead? Why is the gun the very first thing you pull out?
Yeah, I agree with that. But of course, I am going to play devil's advocate because I watched the video. And from what I can remember, she had the girl up against the car, and to me, it looked like she was getting ready to stab her. So, to me, in my opinion, he was right by doing what he did, but I think he should have tased her or shot her in her leg or in her arm to make her drop the weapon or something like that. I don't know why deadly force has to be the first thing that they turn to.
Cynthia,
Yes.
do you have the video that we can show the video? I didn't get a chance to see the actual video.
Okay, hold on.
So we could, because this clip right here, we can actually see them fighting by the car. So when the cops showed up on the scene, were the girls still fighting? When the cops showed up on
Yeah,
the
one girl
Picture
was
is
on the ground.
that's right when she got shot.
one girl was on the ground and they kicked her in the head. Was kicking her in the head. A dude was kicking her in her head. Let me see if I can.
Anybody had a video? Is the video long? Do y'all think we have enough time to play the video?
Hold on.
I don't think it's that long, but that shot in that picture right there is right before they shot her. That's where I was saying she was subdued at the time. This girl is really on her. And if you look at the girl in pink's left hand, her hand that has the knife is on the hood of the car.
Okay, so she's the one in the black, right? Which one is she that I'm looking at in the pink?
The girl in the pink got shot.
Okay, so she the one in the pink that's on the card.
Okay, can you share my screen?
Yeah, where your screen at? You don't have nothing to share on your screen.
Wait a minute. I don't remember how to do this. Crap.
You know good well I don't know how to do none of that.
I knew how to do it, but
if not, you can just send it to me and I'll screen share. But you should have had an option to do it on there.
Yeah, because I've done it before. All right, share.
We'll figure it out. Okay, so Didi, you said so Micaiah, for those that's just new to this story, she's the one that's wearing the pink.
Or wait, I think the girl, because they pulled the girl in the pink off the ground, and I really thought that the girl in the pink. But now I'm looking at the picture of her on the left and the girl in the black.
Look like more like
and I'm
her.
thinking that's more likely. Yeah. So I might have misunderstood the video.
All right, let me see. Let me see if I can do it.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is maybe I have
to
stop
want me to get Kai?
No, I stopped screen sharing. So now that I stopped screen sharing, you should be able to pull it up now, Cynthia, because that's probably the problem you was having. I don't think we both can screen share at the same time.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, Queen Truth said the girl in the black is the one that was shot. That's why I think, because she kind of looked like, as far as her shape.
Yeah. Okay, then I have to readjust my opinion. I still think he could have shot her in the leg, but the girl in black is definitely getting the best of the girl in pink. And if she had a knife, that was a deadly situation.
Okay, so the girl that got shot, she was getting the best of the girl in the pink, and she had a knife, right? And they approached the scene. Okay, and they approached the scene. So they approached the scene and her having a knife in her hand and already attacking the girl. They, like you said, they approached the scene not knowing who the one they called, not knowing what's going on.
Right.
So you say they just immediately took action and started shooting. Okay, I'm starting to. So where was the other girl? Because from my understanding, it was two girls that went to her house to try to fight her.
Well, one girl was laying on the ground and people were kicking her. While the other two girls fought and tumbled towards the car. So you lose sight of the other girl because she's on the ground and the camera follows the girls that are fighting on the car because it's the cops' body cam footage is what you're seeing. So you see him jump out the car, run over, drop the knife, boom, she's dead. It couldn't have took 20 seconds. It couldn't have been even 20 seconds.
Okay, I sent it to you through Queen's Roundtable again.
Okay, I got it. So this is the video. This is the actual video.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I see it. I got it. So for those that hadn't actually watched the video, it's only 1 minute long. It's the Ohio police officer fatally shoots teen swinging a knife. Yeah, this is it. Okay. I had to make sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. For those that haven't seen it, it's only 1 minute long. I haven't seen it. I'm really interested in looking at it because I can speak on it more if I actually see it.
Right.
So, let's go ahead and pull this up real quick. It's a sad situation altogether. And our hearts and prayers go out to her family. Make sure y'all let me know as soon as y'all hear it, just because I'm doing full screen. So as soon as y'all hear it, if y'all get clearance, y'all can see everything good, hear everything, just say good, Malika, we good, I'm doing a full screen, so I won't be able to see y'all comments.
Happened just minutes before the verdict in that Derek Chauvin trial was announced. Police body camera.
Y'all here?
We good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We good.
Captured what happened, and we've frozen it just before those shots are fired.
What's going on? Hey, get down.
You see him kick her in her head?
Called 911 to report a group of women was trying to stab her. When officers showed up, the body camera shows a girl shove one person to the ground and then swing a knife at another. The officer yells several times for her to get down. She doesn't, and then he fires. The shooting sparked protests in Columbus last night. Family has identified the girl who was killed as 16-year-old Micaiah Bryant. The county's children's services can.
I want to see this fight again, so I'm gonna rewind it if y'all don't mind.
Yeah, it went kind of fast.
Well, the shooting happened just minutes before the verdict in that Derek Chauvin trial was announced. Police body camera captured what happened, and we've frozen it just before those shots are fired.
What's going on? Hey, get down.
They said, hey, get up, get down in the middle of a fight.
I counted it. It was 6 seconds. He arrived and shot that girl in 6 seconds.
And
Nothing can
why he couldn't tase her?
Right. Why deadly force?
Yeah.
And then he's saying, but then whatever he's shouting out, evidently he's saying stop. Whatever he's shouting out, evidently there's so much commotion going on around him. She probably didn't even hear what he was saying.
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I agree because I did notice this last time that he did not say drop the knife. So she may not have even known he was talking to her or where he was. The problem is that you're not going to be able to justify making a decision in 6 seconds. You're just not. I don't care if you walk there and the other girl had the knife sticking out of her chest. You can't decide in 6 seconds what the right thing to do is.
But you see, they already trying to justify it. You see, they already doing in the report that I pulled up today, the updated press conference.
Yeah,
they're already working on justifying it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but and I get that because listen, every police shooting of a black person is not going to be foul play. Sometimes there are going to be black people that deserve to be shot. I mean, we have to understand that. We have to get with that.
Killed, but not killed.
Not deserve to be shot. But
they do not deserve to be killed.
Or
even if you have to, like Cynthia say, shoot somebody in the legs. Rubber bullets, like Felicia just said. The taser. They don't deserve to be killed. And guess what? Some of these people get trigger happy and they do overkills because they feel like they
5-6 times.
Yeah, I've seen cases where these people, like Drayshawn Reed, Drayshawn Reed, speaking to him, they have an event for Drayshawn Reed in Indianapolis on June 12th. I'll bring y'all some updated info on that next week. But like that was an overkill. Now I know that boy he had a gun on him. I'm not saying that boy, was not wrong for running from the police and carrying the gun, but I'm talking about the way they responded, they reacted. That was a straight up overkill. 15, 16 bullets. Come on,
they shot
close casket, homeboy.
Yeah, then you hearing the guy saying that.
They shot him in his eyes.
I got me a nice taser too, Beverly. But I carry something even that it hurt you even more than a taser.
I know that's right.
One.
I have to, but I got
There's
one.
The Texas in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta protect ourselves. Yeah. And then the thing is, for me, we see it so much more with the black men that we don't believe that it can happen to the young women. And because you know what I'm saying, we don't see it as often. Like, what can you say about this? You wasn't threatened by that woman. There wasn't one swinging no knife at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
But he couldn't let her kill somebody else, though. He couldn't stand there and watch her stab somebody.
I agree with that.
He did not have to use deadly force.
Right.
But he
I don't know. But let's finish watching. Let me go ahead and finish it.
Okay.
Before I forget. Because I kind of forgot for a minute that we was even playing it. Let me go ahead and finish it.
I know that's right, Miss Beverly.
Stab her. When officers showed up, the body camera shows
Watch him kick her in the head.
To the ground.
Who kicked her in the head? The officer?
Another.
No, the black dude.
Times for her to get down.
In one of the videos, it shows the girl that got knocked down and the boy kicked her in her head.
Last night,
yeah, they cut that video, that one right there, before they showed that.
The county's children's services confirmed she was in their care and in foster care in their custody. Witnesses reported seeing officers help the girl after the shooting. Police say they released that video just hours after the shooting in the name of transparency.
I see a young lady on her back shot, and the police were given CPR. I know she was shot 4 times because I heard the gunshots, and the grandmother was out there, hollering and screaming, very upset.
Deadly force can be used to protect yourself or the protection of a third person. So that is within the policy, and that is within the law. That is what the law says. Whether this complies with that will be part of that investigation.
Police have not yet released the name of the officer involved. He's on administrative leave while this outside investigation continues, guys.
You know why this is just a really, for me, just like all messed up situation, is because they came to her house. Okay, they came to her house. One thing you do not do is come to somebody's home and try to attack them at their home. Do you not know what I got access to if you come to my house? Okay,
right.
This is why this is a really messed up situation all around the board. Okay, because they came to her home. Okay, and rather than allowing herself to be attacked by 2 women, she decided to call the police, because my grandma is the type of woman that say, I'll call the police and let them know I'm getting ready to kill your ass. My grandma. I'm gonna get them a heads up and let them know to come pick your ass up because you crossed the line when you came to my house. I'm gonna get them a heads up and let them know where to find you. I'm
absolutely right. That's right.
I'm not that cold where I'm gonna leave your body just laying there. I'm gonna let them know where to find you. I've been to kill your ass, call 911. Then this YouTube gonna have to come down because they're gonna strike the hell out of me after this. But I'm not nobody better not come to your home and disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So it's the messed up situation because Micaiah was the one that called the cops.
Right.
Evidently, she didn't want to kill these girls.
That's right. Which he could have found out if he took more than 6 seconds to kill her. I learned a couple of things in there. So they were saying that she is in foster care, right?
Right.
And then I also heard them say that her grandmother, or I guess it's her foster grandmother or whatever, was crying and hysterical. I mean, there are so many people that he could have talked to. And, again, if he was trained correctly, he may have even been able to wrestle her away from the girl. I mean, there's just too many options and too little time.
I agree, but if you see somebody standing there with a knife getting ready to stab somebody, you can't let that happen. Don't use deadly force, but you can't stand there and watch them kill another person. It's like you said, they don't know who called the police. They don't know it was her that called. All they saw was somebody with the weapon. But you got to use.
Y'all know what really kills me? You said what? I'm sorry, go ahead.
So what y'all telling me that police officer who's had to do a choke hold, but you don't know how to subdue a teenager?
Basically.
Church.
Right.
Basically. A teenager, because she's swinging a knife at some girls that came to her house to jump.
Right.
So basically,
okay,
yeah.
This is where it gets tricky. How do I protect my home by standing my ground? What you talking about and keep me? Is that what y'all telling me?
Yep, you got to protect your home. You're supposed to protect your home at all costs and your family at all costs. But I think where she went wrong is when they pulled up, she should have dropped that damn knife and ran to her porch. Like, I'm the one called, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably should have, You know what I'm saying? I get a couple hits in. You can punch me a couple times, but I'm about to jerk back away from you and go to that porch. You know what I'm saying? And pull a
Right.
Chaotic. Did she even know he was there? The situation was so chaotic and it happened so fast. I don't know how he processed enough information in that little bit of time to even know. She may never have even heard him.
I don't know how he expected her to even process information when she fighting. And it's a bunch of chaos and stuff going on around her.
Exactly. She's at the point that she's been. Okay, what? I don't have time to see if it
You
because
breaking up
I'm trying
real bad, 2Ps.
You breaking up 2Ps.
Real bad.
to driving almost home.
Okay.
I'll be there in a few minutes. I'll come back.
Okay.
Okay. Cassandra, you want to talk about it? Okay, we let them get time to get back on. Yeah, like it's a messed up situation all the time, all around the board. Because like 2Ps was saying, you come to my house, I'm supposed to protect my home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like Didi said, he didn't even the officer didn't even have enough time to assess the situation. But again, like you said, he can't really assess the situation if he feel that somebody's life. I get it. I get what everybody is saying. And I'm just saying, approaching that situation, that's why we need police reform and better training. Approaching that situation is like Didi said, it's something else he could have did other than taking her life.
And you know how
I'm sorry.
Like when something's going down and you've got 50 cops or 10 cops hollering out at you at the same time, and like it's supposed to hear everybody that's yelling and understand and be able to comply with what they're saying. You can't hear everybody when they're yelling. There's so much commotion and confusion going on.
Y'all know what the killing part be for me? You said,
Go ahead, Malika.
I say, y'all know what the killing part be for me? The real killing part. Is it just me? Drop a one if y'all agree. The killing part for me is when they shoot to kill and then try to resuscitate your ass after they know they shot to kill you.
Yeah. Deadly force is not always necessary.
I think deadly force is never necessary if you are trained correctly. In the UK, first of all, guns are illegal. Malika, don't shoot me. I like that idea. But their police force does have guns. The police force does have guns. Do you know how many police shootings they have in the UK every year? Like 13. Because first of all, they're up against people who don't have the weapons that they have. And secondly, they're trained in a way that is not necessary to shoot and kill a person, even though they have guns. So even if you don't get rid of guns in this country, if you can train a police officer in order to know what to do, again, police reform is important because they're showing up with people who have mental illness, people who are high on drugs, people who, are really, really mentally unstable, and they should not be coming to those calls. It should be social workers, and we should put money towards that. But until then, you have to let shooting someone to kill them be the very last thing you do, period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love It's Me Felicia comment. That's why I had to post it. That's so true. And that never crossed my mind. But guess what? If he would have actually had better training, like Didi said, that would have been the first thing that came to his mind. Shoot in the air. Shoot in the air, because once people hear gunshots in the hood, that's gonna get everybody attention. He could have let them shots go in the air, and that would have got everybody's attention. You are absolutely right. And this is the reason why I stand by the fact that he should be prosecuted.
Well, here's the thing. Even if he just shot in the air and he could be looking at the girl, and if that didn't work, it would only take half a second to then bring the gun down and shoot her. But you got to try something else first.
Can
Tase, dang
I
it, tasers.
But see, like
can
if you
I
going in, if you a cop and you going into a situation where it's a chaotic situation, a lot of people fighting, people getting drugged, I would think the first thing you do to get everybody's attention, shoot up in the air. That make the most
you
sense to
can't do that.
me.
Can't do that. Can't do
Oh, you
that.
can't. Oh yeah, because them
Want me?
bullets got to come down. What goes up must come down.
All right, let me educate y'all a little bit on this. Okay. I hope y'all can hear me. Um,
Yeah,
the
you're
thing
good.
about when I went to my class to get my carry to conceal, there is no such thing as wounding a person. They teach you to shoot to kill. This is the reason why. For one thing, a person can turn around and charge you with a civil suit if you say, well, I didn't want to kill them, so I wounded them. A person can actually turn around and put a civil suit on you. That is reason why you are taught what you are taught. If you pull your pistol, once you point it, you are to discharge it because there is no such
Yeah, but
thing.
a person, if the shooting is justified, whether you kill them or wound them, I mean, if you kill them, you're gonna get a worse sentence if it wasn't justified. So if you're justified to shoot somebody and you wound them, they can't sue you after that.
And then
Yeah,
why don't they have the first couple shots, rubber bullets or something to be warning shots, and then the rest, okay, we let off from there, if that's the case. If we
but
have to
see,
pull it out and pull a trigger, why can't the first two? Because that's what they would tell the average citizen, to protect yourself, load your gun up, but make the first two, for warning shots or whatever. Then put the So I don't understand why they don't go by that.
no, you don't. You can give verbal warnings after the second and third verbal warning, and they don't stop. This is if your life is in danger. Somebody's coming at you. After your third warning, and they don't, you are in all to lay them down
If I have a
because
gun,
you have
pull it. I'm pulling to kill you.
right. But okay,
That's
this is the
just my,
thing.
and
You
that's
can
just my military training. If
wait.
I
If you can pull
to
it
kill,
and straight to your side, once you point it at a person, you are supposed to pull the trigger. But now you can unholster it just as long as you don't point it at a person. You're good. But it's
But
sad to
cops,
say.
cops point their guns at people all the time just to get them to put their arms behind their back or something like that, just to get an arrest. They don't necessarily point it at them and shoot every time. So it's somewhere in the law where they don't have to shoot every time they point it.
And I think
Well,
that's the dumbest thing I ever heard, to train people to kill somebody, when if I can train you to have accuracy at their head, I can train you to have accuracy on their leg. Why is the shoot to kill the first thing? It's not always necessary. So why is it always the first place, people that shoot go? Why do they go to that place first?
Yep.
because they're scary
they
Dre Sean Reed, once again, they shot that boy in the head, in the face,
in his eyes.
in his eyes. Why? If he running, why not shoot the nigga in the leg? Excuse me. Why not shoot him in the leg? Stop
Yeah,
him from running, or hit him a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, DD, why aim for the head? Why aim for the chest?
actually they're taught to shoot for the biggest part of the body, which is the body.
Yeah, but the stomach is in that part of the body too. I'm just saying, if I'm running and you shoot me in the leg, I'm going to stop running. If I am not cooperating and you shoot me in the leg, I'm going to be cooperative. Shooting a person in the leg is not like, oh, it may not work. The person's going down. So it's just as effective as killing them. Why not go there first?
DD, I
not
bet
But
you if he would have
necessarily.
shot that,
Their adrenaline. Their adrenaline
Cause
might be going, so that might not stop them.
I bet if he
that
would have
that's
shot that 16-year-old in the leg, she would have fell to the ground and dropped that knife.
Yeah,
that
her,
that's
yeah.
why I'm trying to show y'all that's the reason that the laws are so messed up. That is the reason why. Because simple fact, they don't want a civil suit.
Right.
I mean, it's
But
crazy. And
you can't sue me if I was self-defense. If you are threatening my life and
oh
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
any reason that you pull your gun because someone is threatening you because you're afraid, whatever makes you pull your gun, it doesn't stop you from shooting a person in the leg. You can still
Okay,
shoot a person in the leg and be protected.
okay. Let me give you a scenario. That's why I tell you the laws are so backwards and so messed up. Here's an example. This lady had a restraining order, all kind of things on her ex-boyfriend, right? He's constantly stalking her, constantly harassing her. She has all the paperwork necessary and went and got a legal handgun, right? And did her training. She comes home one day, he breaks into her house, right? So like where she messed up, not knowing. That's the reason why I tell everybody, if you get your gun, go to this class, 'cause this class will teach you so much. She shot him because he came at her. But where she messed up in court was she told them, well, I didn't want to kill him, so I just shot him in the leg. That was the
I see what
first
you're
mistake.
saying. I see what you're
That was
saying because if you feel like your life is in jeopardy, you're supposed to
the
shoot to kill.
There you go. Now you see how the laws is messed up? So in the end, guess what happened? Even though he broke in her house to do bodily harm to her, and she didn't shoot to kill him, he turned around and charged and put a civil suit on her.
Because he probably walked away with a not guilty verdict or whatever, then turned around and got a civil suit.
Only
Yeah, but I
because she
mean, I
said,
think that anybody can bastardize any law. I mean, whatever the law is, you're going to have lawyers out there who are going to be able to weaponize it and bastardize it and turn it into something that it isn't. But I'm talking more about people who are supposed to be trained to protect us. Every person, regular citizen, of course, some are gonna have nefarious intentions and they're gonna shoot people because they don't like them or whatever. But a police officer and all police officers through the whole country should be under the assumption that a human life is worth saving. And I don't think that's how they think now.
they don't teach them that.
We don't have self-defense here in Maryland, like Marty was saying. We don't have self-defense here in Maryland. That's not something that
Yeah,
we can. That's nothing we can claim here.
Right.
It's crazy.
So yeah, that's why I think it should just be federalized. I mean, I think that all policemen should be
You have
trained
one of the
exactly the
13-year-old
same
Malika.
throughout the whole country, and I think the government should pay for it. And then I think they should take at least that much money and put it into social services in communities, so that if you have a mentally unstable person, that police officer can bring a psychiatrist with them or a clinical therapist or something with them who knows how to handle that situation, and maybe the person will live through it.
but guess what they're doing, and I know that's not going to work. Instead of them doing like they're supposed to be doing, defunding the police, as in getting the proper mental crisis um, professional in there. They're taking the money and training the officers about mental crisis, illness. You can't do that. How is that going to play in part with it?
No,
How?
you can't.
Because
No, that defeats the purpose of having
thank
the
you,
money
thank
separated,
you, thank
because
you.
I don't want him to know a little bit about schizophrenia. Just take whatever you spent to train him on that and hire somebody that actually knows about
But that's what
schizophrenia
that's what
and
they're
let them
doing.
be on call. But see, that's what police they keep calling it defund the police. It's a bad word. Somebody should have picked a different
Exactly.
word. It doesn't
It's a
mean
bad.
take away. Yeah, it doesn't mean no police. And, people will
Right.
use that and try and make you think that, but it isn't. So, but you do need to take some money. And I don't know why policemen aren't for this. They have to dread showing up to a schizophrenic person going out of their mind. I don't know why they don't agree that they don't want to be responsible for that. It baffles my mind.
Exactly. Because I mean, it's sad to say, but most people, especially women, because that's what I was doing. I'm gonna get back to it. Hashtag say her name.
I can't wait.
Majority of the women that were killed at the hands of police officers, all of them were having mental crisis episodes. Every last one of them.
Yeah, it happens more than people know, I think. I really do think that,
They don't
it happens
publicize it.
a lot more.
We have just as many as women being killed as men. That's
Yeah, it's
sad.
getting bad. It's getting worse.
It's
See you
sad,
later,
and
Miss
it's not being
Beverly.
discussed.
Thank you for stopping by, baby.
It's not being discussed at all. They're pushing women being murdered at the hands of police officers because of mental crisis is being swept under the rug, and nobody's talking about it.
But you
But
know
That's why I'm
what the
glad
thing
you're bringing
is?
awareness
Again,
to it.
police reform takes care of that too. I mean, just about all of the ills that our Justice Department has can be fixed by A, cleaning house, and B, starting over. You got to get all these old fogies out of the decision making and put some of these young progressive minds who have empathy and who have better ideas. Let them go in there and let them try. You done tried for 25, 50 years. You're done.
But I'm gonna tell you
Right.
where it really needs to start from. They need to start from the top, and that's these crooked judges.
Yeah.
Because you got judges out here are slapping these police officers on the hand, and they know they're wrong.
Yeah. If he don't get
And
at least
filling up
20,
the jails
25
because
years,
they
I'm
get
gonna
a
be mad.
kickback.
There you go.
Well, that's where all the money
Yeah.
is going that they need for reform and stuff to train these officers and stuff because the two quickest payouts that I've ever seen is what um oh Lord help me Lord, Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, less than a year, and they had to, because they knew they were wrong. You don't pay
And
no
guess what?
family off that fast. You have to wait
And that's the
years.
only two that we know about.
Right. And that's where
See?
all the money's
Yeah,
going.
some of them have
It's-
yeah, some of them have confidentiality agreements. But I
yeah,
also think, when you look at the fact that there are some city police forces in this country that have tanks as part of their weaponry,
Facts.
tanks,
SWAT.
yeah,
tanks,
Armored
600
vehicles.
million, $600 million, the most expensive one in a police
There you
station.
go.
Six
Yep.
hundred million on a
Mhm.
tank for a city police force.
There
You
you
could
go.
get clinical psychologists for the entire country for just one of those. What are we
There
doing?
you go.
It's
yeah,
There
insane.
you go.
yeah.
There you go.
Cassandra, you have anything to add to it, baby? You back with us yet? Maybe not yet. Malika.
Oh Lord. She probably fell asleep during one of my monologues.
No,
Silly.
I'm
And
here, y'all. I'm here. I'm just looking at some stuff behind the scenes, but I'm here.
and,
We're gonna
and,
go.
and
Did you get the
go
one
ahead.
with the 13-year-old?
Yeah, I was trying to say we had enough time. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up about 3:30. Which is
Okay.
about to be 3:30 my time, 4:30 y'all time. Because we started a little late today, so that's why we doing, going over a little bit. But yeah, I got the 2-minute video of the 13-year-old. I'll go ahead and play that.
Okay, let me run in the house right quick so I can watch this because I'm literally sitting in my car in my driveway.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I gotta still pull it up, so
We
y'all
can
know I'm
babble till then.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
I
Y'all know
just
I'm
don't.
kind of
Go ahead, Didi.
I'm interested in. I'm interested in this one.
Yeah.
so we
I'm
just
so
gonna wait
excited.
for TP.
I can't wait to see what we're going to talk about next week. This has been a great show. Been a
Most
really
Oh,
great
definitely.
show.
And
Malika, did you get my email?
no, what email?
Huh? I
Where you
sent you
send it
an
to?
email with a show suggestion. Queens Round. I asked Cindy if it was the right one,
Oh,
and she
yeah, I
said
got
that.
it. No, we do got a Queen's Roundtable email address. I just don't check it too often as I should.
Okay. Oh,
So
all right.
so
Good.
yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah,
probably there.
definitely. I'll go in there and check it. If there's some show ideas, yeah, we could definitely always use show ideas. Everybody else, y'all send us some show ideas to Queen's Roundtable at gmail.com. And I will be checking them, and we will put everything out there and stuff for us to
Yeah.
discuss.
It was a
Yeah.
it was a fun idea.
Okay, good. I'll check it. I haven't checked it in a minute though. Y'all know I've been kind of swamped with this hair business and everything, but it's
And
taking off
I
good. And I'm
sent it. I sent it the same day as the storm. So I was
oh,
thinking
okay.
she probably ain't got no.
I had power. I didn't lose my power, thank God. I had electricity,
Thank
gas,
God.
all of that. Yeah, thank God. But it was just still rough, dealing with the panic shoppers and not being quarantined to the
And
house and
everybody else not having it too. Ain't a lot of people don't have it. And what are they
yep,
doing? And are they okay? And
yep.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
That was
crazy
crazy. This was the craziest weather I've seen in a lot of this 56 years I've been here.
too.
Girl,
Same
To
don't
see
get
here.
me
that
started
ice
on
storm in
global warming.
Texas when I was watching Straight Drop try to get into his cars. And all that
I'm
ice
gonna
and
go
Yeah,
ahead and
stuff.
I'm
I
gonna go
don't
ahead
know
and play
how
the
people
video.
don't believe in global warming. Okay.
Yeah, give me anything but
Okay.
ice.
I'm gonna go ahead and play the video, ladies, because we got 20 minutes. I mean 10 minutes, and we got 2 minutes of video. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Graphic video release in Chicago next, where footage from a
Y'all
police
hear?
body camera appears to show a
Yeah,
13-year-old boy
He is
dropping
not
a
black.
handgun, then raising his hands just before an officer shoots
Hispanic.
and kills him.
I'm
Please note
sorry.
that this
Start it
report
over because
contains
I was
images
talking.
that are
Hush,
upsetting.
Danita. Let's mute.
And a
Is
graphic
Two-Piece
video
back yet?
Yeah,
I
I'm here.
was,
Okay.
I wish y'all to be quiet, Cynthia.
I just muted. It was Dee Dee's fault.
Y'all tell me to play it. Y'all stay talking over the lady. Let her talk. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Police in Chicago next, where footage from a police body camera appears to show a 13-year-old boy dropping a handgun, then raising his hands just before an officer shoots and kills him. Please note that this report contains images that are upsetting.
The officer-involved incident started with a call to an emergency line early morning, March 29th, released by the city of Chicago.
Chicago Emergency Sampler.
Yeah, there was about 7 or 8 gunshots fired on the 2300 block of South Sawyer.
2300 block of Sawyer.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of commotion right now.
Officer Eric Stillman was there not long after. He got out of his car, and 19 seconds later, a single shot. Stillman called for medical help.
Shots fired. Get an ambulance up here now.
Then implored Toledo to stay conscious.
All right?
But he'd been shot in the chest.
Where you shot? Where you shot, man? Where you shot? Stay with me.
Stillman started.
Here they go with not caring about their life, shooting them, and then trying to bring their life
This
back,
is
trying to revive them.
I'm saying, girl.
I can't stand it. I just had to stop it and say that. This is what I'm talking about right here. You shoot him dead in the chest, knowing you can kill this boy, then turn around and try to resuscitate him. I can't stand it.
First aid As other officers arrived, they tried to save 13-year-old Adam Toledo's fading life. Meanwhile, investigating officers pointed their flashlights at a gun on a fence line just behind where the shooting occurred.
And I'm sorry, I'm from Texas. The last name Toledo, he's definitely Mexican.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Adam Toledo's attorney and family know that police will rely on that handgun to defend Officer Stillman's actions.
If he had a gun, he tossed it. The officer said, "Show me your hands." He complied. He turned around. There's a still photo going around on the internet with his hands up, and he shot in the middle of his chest.
Chicago has a reputation as one of the most violent cities in the U.S., where gun crime is rampant, as is mistrust of the police.
So while we don't have enough information to be the judge and jury of this particular situation, it is certainly understandable why so many of our residents are feeling an all too familiar surge of outrage and pain.
In the wake of the release of the video, Mayor Lori Lightfoot called for calm, knowing that Latino and other minority communities will be watching closely an investigation into another officer-involved shooting.
Latino community. That shows right there the Latino community.
At the end of the day, who say that was his gun?
And I'm gonna say it like this. Let me just say this too real quick, y'all. I don't feel no different watching this than I do if it was a young black man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna say, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of everybody on this panel, just because we was trying to figure out what ethnic group he would. It don't mean that we don't.
It doesn't mean nothing. He's still a child.
He's still a child.
Absolutely right.
Right.
Absolutely right. 100%.
Black boy, but
at the end of the day, they were still wrong, regardless of his race.
He had his hands up. He didn't have nothing in his hands.
And again, this all happened within a matter of seconds. It was just a matter of seconds. He could not have adjusted. He could not have judged the situation that quickly. He just couldn't. He couldn't.
No communication.
He was mad he had to chase him.
And you know what's crazy to me? It's crazy to me that even in a city like Chicago, you know, it's crazy to me how they approach a situation. They automatically feel intimidated or threatened. When nigga, you the one with the gun, you the one with the bulletproof vest, you the one with the taser. If anybody should be threatened or intimidated, it's me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you the one, you protected. You got a bulletproof vest. You the one with the rifle. You the one shotgun. You the one with the you know what I'm saying? Like what the hell?
What are you scared of?
You missed the main thing he had.
Exactly.
The main thing you missed, that he also has a badge.
He also has a badge and a whole and 2 Ps and a whole system and a whole system that's gonna protect him.
The union, the police union.
And you felt threatened. Wow.
And you felt threatened. Come on now.
You know what? I think it was I forgot. Oh, I think it was Chris Rock said that, you know, okay, so you got to have a license to drive. You got to have a license for hunting. He's like, okay, just give us the rights that you give to the animals. You can't shoot a female during certain times of the month. You can only kill on certain months of the year. If you would just even give us those rights, we might have a fighting chance.
And you know, that's sad.
That's sad. That's so sad.
Put that in the category humans in the category of animals. That's sad.
And then
you know
to say that we are
animals get treated better than we do.
Yep.
You can't evict the animal from the house, but you can evict somebody with a baby.
Absolutely right. That's right.
Yeah, this is a sad world we live in. This is sad all around.
It is.
Animals have more rights than humans do. Somebody can get behind the wheel of a car, knowing that they're drunk.
They wonder why people run from them when they see them.
Right.
It's a defense. I mean, because you know,
well,
common sense. You're not going to fight them.
Right.
If you stop and put your hands up, they still kill you. So
you know, today you know, today I don't know whether or not you should comply or you should run. I really don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
I really
I
don't know
told my
because
boys do
we had
whatever
that
they tell you to
discussion
do.
today. We had
Just
that
make it
discussion
That's
home.
a
before.
That's a good
Make it.
point, Malika, because the story that has been told to us as children for generations about keeping your hands where they can see them, complying,
Mm-hmm.
doing what they, it doesn't work anymore. That conversation is
No.
antiquated. You have to have conversations that like turn on your Facebook, make a phone call, turn your camera on. These are the kind of things we have to say, do that first, because
Right.
there's no
And
telling
they
now
might
what
follow
can
all
happen.
your instructions and you still might have an asshole
You
cop.
still
Just
get
like
shot.
that
Philando,
military guy
Look at
that
Philando.
got pepper sprayed. The guy in
yeah,
the
Philando
military
Castile, he
uniform.
shot him in the he was sitting in his driver's seat and he
Never
shot him.
reached
Philando
for nothing.
Castile
He
didn't
shot.
do anything.
Mm-hmm.
No, not that one. The guy actually in his military uniform that got pepper sprayed 4
Oh
Oh, they
times.
yes,
pepper
yes.
sprayed him. Yeah.
So no reverence or consideration for even those in uniform that fought for the
No,
country. See, so you know they don't
no.
have none for us, right? Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah, we're gonna
This,
go ahead and get ready to end the show. But I do want to say to the ladies before we end, I want to especially thank Cassandra for coming on. It's her first time coming on, even doing the live broadcast.
Yay!
Thank you,
So
Cassandra.
I
Welcome,
don't know if she
welcome.
I don't know if she fell asleep on us. She probably said, Malika, you promised me the 3 o'clock, and damn it, we went over 3 o'clock. I don't know what. I'll talk to her another time because I forgot to tell her that sometimes we get so caught up in our conversations that we might go a little bit past time. I didn't give her that memo. So I don't know. She probably clocked out on us at 3 o'clock, like I'm off work shit. You know how you just clock out and walk out.
Well, girl, it's easier
I
for us
need
to
to stay on for a
apologize
little
than
while.
ask permission.
Okay, I think she just clocked out like goodbye, ladies, you know, and don't know how to drop off the thing. But Cassandra, if you out there and you listening, we want to tell you thank you and we appreciate you for coming on.
We
You're
really
more than
do.
welcome to come on the show whenever else, you know, whenever you want to. You know, it's always the door is always open for you. I don't have to tell you that, Dee or 2P. I think y'all already know the door is always open for y'all, and we are always excited to have y'all here. We actually want y'all to have permanent spots here, so kind of take that with you before y'all go. Anyway.
Okay. One conversation
Anyway,
at a time, girl. One conversation at a time. That's how we're gonna change the world.
okay, and I feel like we
Right.
are like we have when we put our heads together, y'all. This is a dynamic group over here. I love it.
I
This is
love
a
it too.
dynamic group, and we
Yeah.
are full of information and full of wisdom, and I love it. I love it. So I really would love to have you ladies to come back on with us constantly. We're gonna try to make sure we on every Wednesday, unless stuff go down. You can't help weather conditions, you can't help health conditions, you can't help certain things like that. And I also want to say to Cynthia, we are praying that you get stronger in your health. We know that God is gonna work it out. He's gonna heal you, honey. We do. We stand in faith.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
We love you, and we want
I
you
love
to
you
stay
guys too.
strong and healthy until we come back again.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
this was
That's
a
right.
great live, Felicia. This was a great live. Thank you guys
Thank you,
for y'all
Felicia.
for tuning in. Thank you, Felicia for coming back. Thank you, Joanna, for coming back. Miss Beverly, you already know. Marty, Fresh Ain't Dead. You always step on the scene and give us introduction. Queen Truth, thank you, Queen Truth. All of y'all, if I didn't say y'all name, all of y'all, we appreciate y'all for just coming and join. Yasha, thank you, Yasha Thompson.
Yes.
Everybody. Yes. If I forgot y'all name or didn't see y'all name, much love, much big ups to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And till next time, we'll see you guys next week. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Love
Thank you,
you.
everybody.
Hey,
Stay
y'all
safe,
guys. Y'all stay
y'all.
safe. Y'all stay blessed.
That's
All right.
right.
See you in the streets, 2Ps.
Okay.
All right, baby.